Yes, that's the sound of a pounding. Okay, I want to hear that tomorrow. Well, hello everyone. Welcome to BayernNow, the ultimate Bayern Munich fan channel. We're playing Perfume FC. My goodness, FC Cologne. Okay, well, you know what? I'm expecting a pounding tomorrow, but I can't believe it, man. I honestly cannot believe it. Why do we have to be playing? Why? Why do we have to play Neuer? Why do we have to play a GOAT, man? Well, you know what? Köln are going to be a very easy team. I'm expecting an easy clap, man. Like, this game shouldn't even be... I shouldn't be doing a preview for this game. We need to beat them. yeah, it's done. It's done. They're what, 17th in the league or 16th? 2 draws, 3 losses in the last 5 games? Yeah, they're terrible. Sane is back, baby. Hansi said he's ready to start, so I'm assuming that means full fitness and ready to go, raring to go. He didn't play the last 2 games in terms of starting, but 1 goal, man, he's ready. But let's think about this. Köln are, well, actually one of the easier teams in the league. We need to pound them up. It's an away game with no fans, so I suppose that's a good reason for us to go pound them up, man. I think Bayern like playing without fans in the stadiums because we're the one team to maintain our home form while also maintaining our away form. So I really like that about us. So we need to pound them up, man. We need to pound up Perfume FC. So Kimmich not playing? Well, there is news about that, Kimmich. It looks like he might have I don't know. See, I heard yesterday, well, it was true. Yesterday, him and Goretzka got a rest day. And the rest of the team trained, I believe. I don't really know why. Goretzka didn't have any problems, nor did Kimmich. So did Kimmich go get problems picking up all those awards yesterday? Well, Goretzka also got GQ. I don't know what the hell that is. GQ Sportsman of the Year. Is it only for Germany? I don't understand it. I don't care. So he got that. I mean, Goretzka did work very hard last season. I mean, this guy went from scrawny little guy. He got in a nice little capsule. They injected him with all these things, and he came out as Captain Germany, Captain Deutschland. Okay, the shield, man, the shield. So yeah, that is cool. Roca to start. Well, if Kimmich isn't here, then I believe Roca would be the one to play because Tolisso. I believe Tolisso still has that ban. How long though? Is it 2 games or was it 3? If it was 3 games, then he wouldn't be available for this game. So I don't think Tolisso should be in the team. And then no one's injured. No one's injured. Flick said it in his press conference that no one was injured, but it was after his press conference that we were finding out that Kimmich wasn't apparently in the team or something like that. So he wasn't training with the team. So that was the issue. But I'm not sure. I don't know what was going on there. Apparently he didn't train with the team. I'm not sure if he'll start tomorrow, if he'll be on the bench, but he wasn't in team training this morning, which, yeah. So that's the situation with Kimmich there. Hopefully it's not an injury, maybe a rest thing. Maybe his baby needs his, is it a he or her? I'm not sure. I don't care. Okay, pronouns don't matter in 2020. You can just call anyone anything. You can just make up your new pronoun. Yeah, so I don't know what's happening with Kimmich. Hopefully it's not an injury, like I said. So with Flick, he also said something interesting about Alaba, which is why I titled this, Hansi Flick praises Alaba. Hansi, man, this is why, okay, Hansi Flick loves Alaba. You know, that's one of those players. Each manager has that. That one player that you just, Ancelotti, it's James Rodriguez. You just love them. Like, they could be crap, but you love them, okay? You just want to play them. That's Alaba for Flick. I don't know why. This guy loves to play Alaba. Alaba. Okay, let's be honest. Against Atletico, I thought he did well. Frankfurt, he was shaky, but he did his job, right? He didn't need to defend too much because we won 5-0. So I don't suppose that was a huge game to be looking at Alaba's performances. But Atletico Madrid, he did very well against them. But what about the other games, Hansi? What about the Champions League final versus Paris Saint-Germain where they literally passed the ball into the box and they almost scored from it and went 1-0 up? What about that game? What about, Barcelona where he scored an own goal but was shaky in moments and of course he wasn't too bad against Barcelona. But what about those games? You can't just talk about this one game, Flick. You can't just talk about that. So Hansi loves Alaba. I think I can pretty much it's true. He loves to play him. I mean, he was pretty much saying that Alaba's a leader. He's a captain at the back. He's screaming. All the telltale signs of a manager's love story with a player that And Alaba's thing, I mean, his issue, I'd drop him. Sign a new contract where you ain't playing for me. I'm serious, I'd drop him. I'd drop him, yeah. Let's see what happens with that. Liverpool might be interested because Van Dijk and all their center backs are essentially out. Fabinho's out too, so yeah, I don't know. So, hey, Hansi Flick might have a love relationship with Alaba. I'm just saying. I'm waiting for Kouassi because he will make some space for Alaba and Lucas to get rest until Alfonso comes back. Oh, wow. All right, hey, I don't want to hear it, man, about Leipzig winning the league. Let's remove that from the equation. You're not winning no leagues, at least not the Bundesliga league. We're not talking about that. So Flick wants him to. Well, yeah. Tanguy Kouassi. Speaking of him, I mean everyone. Well, I thought he was back in. Well, I thought he was going to be back in team training. I'm kind of confused because Kouassi got injured 2 weeks before Sane, and he was supposed to be out for 4 to 6 weeks. Sane was out for like 2 weeks. I mean, 3.5 weeks. Okay, 3 weeks. Sane was out. Kouassi was already out 2 weeks before that. He should be back. I mean, I'm guessing there was a little bit of a stumbling block. Well, or he's still training by himself. But he was supposed to have been back way before Sane. A week before approximately. Because Sane got injured. He was supposed to be out for like 30 weeks. He came back very early. He came back on time, on cue, ready to go, raring to go. Actually, he was supposed to miss a few games. I mean, yeah, I don't know. So I guess Kouassi just needed a little bit more training by himself with the ball to get him fully fit. And of course, he's not in the Champions League squad, so there's no real rush to get him back to fulfill a position. So hopefully he's back in team training so we can start actually just getting hyped over it, because we can't keep getting hyped over players that aren't even training with the team. So Kouassi will be back. Cologne, I don't think they need to be a team we need to put under pressure. You know how we play. High pressing, high intensity. My goodness. German engines. Blah. Except my car. It's German produced, but it's terrible. Well, actually, no. Why do I keep saying that? Maybe my car might break down, and it's me saying it. The law of attraction. I'm attracting negativity towards my car. I need to stop saying these things. Okay, but seriously, though. We need to, reduce our pressure for this game. Which is why I really want Kimmich to be fit. Just control the tempo. Let's keep this game. Like 70% possession. I'm looking for that. Looking forward to that. You don't need to be pressing them. So you reserve energy for this game. Because we're playing a Red Bull team on Tuesday. Which, wow. I'm actually, I can't wait for Tuesday. Because I'm actually available to do the watch along. So everyone clap for me. I figured it out. It's too much work, but I did it. Okay, I'm available to be doing the live for that day. But seriously, we don't need to press this team. Just, lower the tempo. So Kimmich, hopefully he's fit. And then if not Kimmich, then Roca. I wouldn't play Javi Martinez and Goretzka together. I think we need to control this game, like, completely. Like, just control the tempo. Thiago Dantas needs to play this game. I wish he could. We just need to relax the game. Yeah, I mean, if Thiago Alcantara was here, man, we would. Oh man, I miss Thiago. We wouldn't even need a press. Just move the ball and just take it, move it, move it. Do a nice little sweet, sexy turn. Pow! Get through 5 players. Curved pass with your entire foot wrapped around it. God, and then Kimmich will whip it. Oh no, that was when Kimmich was a right back. Well, Pavard will whip it in and okay, maybe a first-time cross from Pavard because he's not really good at the whole whipping thing. But a first-time cross and a command header, we need that energy again. So yeah, let's just control tomorrow's game. I think that would make it easier for us to go play a Red Bull team. You know how these Red Bull teams play. Ralf Rangnick, right? He's literally the philosopher of these Red Bull teams. Red Bull New York play the exact same way. Red Bull Brazil, I don't even think it exists anymore. Red Bull Brazil, Red Bull Ghana, that doesn't exist anymore. They all play the exact same way, okay? And Salzburg will be playing like RB Leipzig. They will be pressing high. They have very good players. Jabozli. They have him too. And they also have Patsu Daka, that big tall striker up top. So hopefully Alaba doesn't come into too many problems. I mean, they can cause us problems, Salzburg. So hopefully this game is just a relax, Netflix and chill. Turn on your TV and relax. Yeah. Köln's terrible. They're terrible. I'm already moving on from them. Why is everyone... How did Upamecano concede 5 goals? Well, I mean, if Upamecano... That's like asking, how did Bayern concede? Or how did Niklas Süle... Or did he play against Hoffenheim? Well, how do we concede 4 goals? How do we concede 5 goals? Every team's going to lose by that. How did PK... How did Lionel Messi... Yeah, okay, well, Messi's not a defender. But it's a very... limited question. Leimer wasn't there, you could argue. You could argue that it wasn't because Leipzig had a terrible defense, because they had 2 or 3 of the best center backs. It was because of the momentum of the game. I think Nagelsmann thought Man United were genuinely just going to falter because they were going to be under pressure. He just went into that game with no plan of just controlling it whatsoever. So individual errors as well. I don't think it was... Leipzig played better than 5-0. I think they should have won the game if they started their best players. When you start Yusuf Poulsen up top, you are asking to lose the game. You are asking to have a donkey up front with no first touch. His first touch takes him back to Denmark. You're asking for that. Poulsen's the worst striker, the worst footballer I've had the disdain to have to watch. He's terrible. I hate him a lot. I hate him so much. Seriously, people don't understand how much I hate Yusuf Poulsen. I hate watching players like him. I hate these donkeys, man. He's such a donkey. No technical ability. Just vibes with him. He just runs around. He's not even fast like that. Play my guy, Patrick Schick. Bring Patrick Schick. Yeah. These are the types of players I want to watch. Okay? No Mukiele as well. Yeah, he should have been a right back. No Lima, no Sabitzer, no Klossman. I mean, yeah, look at that. So everyone's... Hey, I love how whenever we move on to a different... let's stop talking about Leipzig. It's not our team. I know it's a Bundesliga team. Dortmund won. I suppose that they should have beat Zenit a lot. I mean, St. Petersburg. I mean, Germans just need to... The German teams have some mentality on them, man. I don't understand it. Bayern have this too. You lead a game, you'll control it, and then you just lose within 5 minutes. Same thing happened with Mönchengladbach. Not that I care, but I kind of like the Bundesliga. I'd like that. I would love a Bundesliga team to have beaten Real Madrid 2-0. That's a big deal. Even though the Real Madrid aren't Real Madrid like, Los Blancos, Zidanos and Ronaldo Nazario. They're not that Real Madrid yet. But if you beat Real Madrid, that's a great thing for the league. But 2 minutes, 5 minutes, they lose the game or they draw the game, which might as well have been a loss because you had it under control. So, yeah, I don't know. And then Dortmund go lose to some Wi-Fi. They took the L out of Lazio and became Asio, man. They were terrible. FC Bayern did mistake not buying Timo Werner. I'm trying to laugh. No, we did not make any mistakes by not buying that black hole eye looking man. I hate him a lot, man. That Timo Werner, I hate him. He just twerks and twerks. No. I hate Timo Werner. You don't understand. He's terrible. He disrespects the Bundesliga more than he respects the Premier League. This man's like, British stadiums England has better stadiums. I don't know what his accent is, but it can't sound good if his... Look at his face. I hate looking at Timo Werner. I hate him a lot, man. He really gets me angry. This guy's such a disgrace. Oh my goodness. My man literally said with his face, with his chest, with his Timo chest, he said English stadiums or English teams have better stadiums than German teams. That's the most idiotic statement of 2020. There are a lot of stupid statements this year. That's the most idiotic statement. Timo Werner thinks English stadiums are better. Chelsea Stadium looks like a dumpster if you look at it from a drone perspective. Werner's terrible. I hate him. We did not make any mistakes by not signing Timo Werner. We made 0 mistakes. We do not need Werner. We don't need anything to do with Werner. I wouldn't take Werner for free. I wouldn't take Werner for free if they guaranteed me he'd single-handedly win us anything, which wouldn't happen because he doesn't score winning goals. He's terrible. Don't talk to me about Werner, because you're getting me. You're trying to piss me off. Don't talk about Timo Werner here. This channel is anti-Werner. Don't get that guy out of my face, man. Timo Werner's the worst player. See what he does with stupid step overs? He looks dumb. He looks dull. Okay. Yeah, you got my blood moving fast. You don't want that. You don't want me talking about Timo Werner. I'm sorry, they Cologne fans. I'm not talking about your team. They got me talking about Timo freaking Werner. Don't make me punch you in the face. Talk about we need Werner to buy. No, we don't. We don't need that. We don't need that fool. We don't need that idiot. No. Move out. Move on from this, George. Move on. Let me get my head straight. Let me get my head straight. This bastard can't do one step over. This man will do a step over and lose the ball. He can't pass. He couldn't pass a freaking snail. This guy has no vision on him. No vision. Woo, no vision. How can you be German and be so inefficient? He's not efficient. My goodness. You're pissing me off. You're pissing me. I can't believe you said with your face, we needed Werner at Bayern. I can't believe you said that. How can you be saying that? How could you say that to me? No. Pulisic is better than Gnabry. Oh my God. This man really said that about Timo Werner, huh? I can't believe Timo Werner. Oh my goodness. I like your cut. Okay, thanks. Leave a like on the video. No, don't ever tell me we need Timo Werner at Bayern. I'll end the stream. Anyone type that, I'm leaving, okay? I'm leaving. Okay. Why are you obsessed with Timo Werner? Why is he obsessed with me? That black hole-eyed looking mother sucker. I hate him a lot. Okay, but let's move on from that. Timo Werner, we don't need you. Don't ever... See, I feel bad with Cologne fans because I should be making this about you. I should be putting you on a damn pedestal, okay? Look, Cologne, we're playing Cologne FC. We're playing Perfume FC. We need to win this game. It's going to be easy. We don't need to talk too much about them. Thiago's idol is Werner. Thiago's balls have a better touch than Timo Werner. Don't talk about my Thiago like that. That Robona Lewandowski did. Werner doesn't even know what the hell Robona. This guy has no technical ability whatsoever. That little RT forward button in FIFA. I hate him so much. Whew. Okay, let's relax. Okay, so what did Flick say? See, y'all got me sidetracked. Oh, he talked about Jula, saying, I'm guessing Alaba and Boateng will start. I'm really trying to see Lucas Hernandez, Niklas Jula. I'm really trying to see that at least. Give it to us for maybe just 2 games, Hansi. Just give it to us. But Flick loves Alaba. Ooh, I bet he wakes up. Actually, maybe Alaba has Hansi Flick's news. I don't know. Flick loves Alaba. I bet you Flick's holding Alaba's hand to go ask our board to give Alaba more money so he can stay. Woo! I'm telling you, man, Alaba. Yeah, Alaba needs to straighten up, man. He needs to straighten up. You know, I'm not someone that believes in all that. But he needs to straighten up, man. He needs to straighten up. So he's doing a good job against Belfield. I mean, the audacity to say Alba's been doing a good job. Oh, actually, to be fair, against Atletico, Frankfurt, he was a little bit shaky, but for the most part, he was perfect in the game. But still, I just think, even when Flick was like, Alfonso's out of form, I'm like, no, he's not. No, the hell he's not. He got an assist against Dortmund, played very well in that game. Davies, if anything, should have been playing with Lucas at left center back, and then Alaba should have been dropped because he was crap. So, yeah. So Leroy Sane is ready though. That's all that matters. Oh, Zirkzee. I needed to talk about that because Zirkzee, apparently, I kind of always thought about this. Zirkzee to me doesn't look like he gives his all every time he plays. I feel like he scored those 2 goals versus, was it Wolfsburg? Who did we play at the end of last season? December. He scored winning goals, by the way. Those were important because Leipzig, I believe, were still ahead in the league up till January, and then we took over. I believe we would have been a lot. Those games could have defined how our season went. Zirkzee was very, very crucial in December of last year. And then I feel like Zirkzee, every time I watch him, I don't know, his mentality, his not attitude, like he's not giving a bad attitude, but I hate to quote them, but Bild did come out with a story about Zirkzee not performing in training, scoring every game. I mean, he came out, slapped back, and he did score a goal, I believe, in the same week. That nice little goal from outside the box, that first time hit, tap in, goalkeeper was out of position. And for me, Zirkzee needs a lot more. He needs a lot more, just maybe more work than I imagined. I don't know what level Zirkzee's planning to be at. I do see he has a lot of ability, but he still has so much to improve. His first touch, I don't think it's his first touch to say. He does have a good technical awareness, but again, it's that spatial awareness, what kind of touch to take. I keep explaining it every single. Lewandowski has a crazy first touch because he touches the ball in between two players and the ball keeps itself in the same distance and he can just shoot with so much power with such little space. Maybe Zirkzee just doesn't have the technical awareness yet or the spatial awareness or something, because he does have a little bit of technique about him. He can touch the ball. I saw this touch. He touched the ball between players and he flicked it and the goalkeeper came out. He dribbled past the goalkeeper, couldn't get the ball into the proper position in the box. But I saw it. So we'll see what happens with Zirkzee. But for me, it's about his mentality and what he wants from himself. I feel like he needs to demand a little bit more improvement from himself. You know, yeah, that's normal, right? To feel like someone isn't giving it. Yeah, he needs to focus on improving little aspects of his game because his heading, his aerial just prowess isn't there. He's taller than Lewandowski by 4 inches. He's 6'4", I think. And Lewandowski's 6 foot tall, my height. Robert Lewandowski, Georgiandowski, yeah, we're all 6 foot. Nah, but he doesn't have that that header, that thumping header that I want. And I'm telling you, man, all our headers hit the floor before they go in. So he needs to be learning something from Miroslav Klose, the heading ability. So he needs to improve a lot. His overall link-up play as well is something I noticed. It's just not very promising. I think we slow down every attack whenever the ball gets to Zirkzee. Yeah, so hopefully he can improve, right? Hopefully he can improve. So that's all we want. What's everyone talking about? Speak on technical director. What's your opinion on him? Why would you want him out? He didn't choose Niko Kovac. Unai Onis did. Unai did. Unai picked Niko Kovac as that was his appointment. And no. Hassan Brazo did not pick Niko Kovac. And also, if you look at his signings, I did question him maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago, when, you know what, at the time I was like, that's a lot of money for Lucas Hernandez. That's a lot of money. It was a lot of money. It still is. 80 million is a lot of money. But I did question him over some of his decisions. But if you look at his signings, he signed Jamal Musiala, who's 17. Mic off? Oh, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Okay. He signed Jamal Musiala. That was a Hassan Brazo signing. Jamal Musiala. He signed Alphonso Davies. His PowerPoint presentations. Once again, he signed a lot of the good players we know now. Who else did he sign? I think Leon Goretzka might have been his signing too. No. He signed a lot of players. Chelsea are getting revenge on Bayern this season. Your revenge. Your revenge would be like the British revenge against America. It'd be like a little toy trying to punch up Floyd Mayweather. You just get banged. So yeah. That'd be like trying to have revenge against the USA. One aircraft carrier could pretty much control the entire world. They had no revenge here. All right, but seriously, there's too many weapons out here, man. Too many. Okay, but seriously, weapons of mass destruction. We have Lewandowski's feet, man. Mass destruction at the Arsenal. Okay, I'm not talking about Arsenal. Okay, but seriously, why am I talking about this? All right, but Hassan Brazo signed a lot of great players, man. A lot. Not Goretzka. Oh shoot, who did he sign? All right, let me look at. No. You can't be saying that to my man Brazo, because I did criticize him, as did everyone. I thought he was incompetent. I didn't think he was a very good negotiator. I mean, if you look at some of the money we paid for Lucas, I would have been like, oh, why can't you get that lower? But then you realize Atletico Madrid don't play. So, Gnabry, was Gnabry his signing? I don't know. Did he sign a Surge? Sane would have been a huge project of his. I mean, think about it. All right, consider it from this perspective. Holy crap, Davies is worth 88 million. But consider it from this perspective. Let's say, yeah, he worked on Sane. Everyone credited him to working so hard on Sane. If Sane's his signing and Sane succeeds at Bayern and reaches that world-class level, whatever Champions League Sane wins here, we can. I mean, that's all that matters. He signed so many top stars, man. And even the budget he got over the last 3 days. Oh yeah, so Toliso's still out with his red card. I just saw it now. So even with the budget, think about the signings we just made, right? The signings, Douglas Costa, those, Samuel Eto'o, light-skinned German / Cameroonian Eto'o. Think about those signings, right? He made those with such a limited budget because we know the board didn't give him 100 million. They gave him a very limited budget, and he had to work with that. And he still managed to get some very decent options. Now, granted, I think we should have just paid an extra 10 million and we would have gotten Dest, and Barcelona wouldn't have him. Dest controlling Vinicius Jr., already doing it at Barca. I wish we signed him. But apart from that, he signed, Flick, I guess. But let's stop talking about that. I just think that wasn't really, Brazo's doing his thing. Leave a like on the video, man. I'm not satisfied with 20 likes. We need to reach 30. Oh yeah, he did sign Pavard and Lucas at the same time. So, the French baguette connection. PSG could offer large salary to Flick. Bayern must sign Hansi Flick with a strict contract. Why the hell would he want to go manage in France? I get it Flick would leave. I feel like Hansi would get bored. He got bored at Germany and decided to move on, became the managing director of football, as they say in German. He became bored and he moved on. So Flick is that guy to move on. I feel like he'll get bored after maybe 4 years at Bayern and move on and go to a different club and try a different project. Yeah, but you gotta. We can't be thinking about that. He did sign a new contract. His contract expires in 3 years. Managers don't get 5-year contracts. They get 3 years, 4 years. Well, actually, his contract was 4 years because he signed it in 2019. So we signed Hansi on a 4-year contract. Yeah, so I'm not worried about Flick. He's the least of my concerns. Wait, Flick managed in Austria? Well, he managed Hoffenheim when they were in the second division for 5 years. So he has a track record of staying, right? As the people would say, he has a track record of staying. I'm not worried about Flick, man. I'm not worried about him. That shouldn't be a point. PSG offering Flick a salary. Why would he want to leave Bayern to go to PSG? Unless they offered him. Well, does he look like he cares about money? Hansi looks like he cares more about. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about all that. We don't need English players. They go to over. There are some. Tammy Abraham could be a long-term replacement to Lewandowski. I'm dead. This man. I'm literally expressing my disdain and dislike for this donkey, Yusuf Poulsen. And you're here telling me, get this guy out of here. Get this guy out. No, delete your comment, man. Delete your comment. How can you be doing that to me? You know I don't like these donkeys. I'm not a fan of donkeys. I want ability, technical ability. There's no such thing as donkeys in my team if I was a manager. I wouldn't have donkeys. Now, I would have a very tall center back, Niklas Süle, because he has technical ability. Süle's very technical. But I can't have these donkeys, man. No. Oh, Müller going into management. No. He would be jokes, man. He would be joking. Oh, Thomas Müller would probably just be running jokes on his team if they were losing. He'd be pranking them. I think Müller would make a weird manager. So, he would make a very awkward one, too. Yeah. Imagine Müller coming in. Maybe players would have a lot of fun. But I don't think football IQ necessarily translates to managerial ability. There are a lot of players that were extremely intelligent on the pitch but won't make good managers because it takes a different set of skills to become a manager. You know, for example, it's not just, I guess Müller's personality makes him almost like a manager on the pitch, but for me, it takes a different understanding of the game. It takes, because managers do a lot. On the training ground, Flick is already improving so many players. It takes that mentality. I mean, Flick is improving. I mean, game by game, I'm seeing Musiala improve. I'm seeing him get better at things that otherwise I don't think he would have gotten better at under a different manager. Flick is improving players. Do you see that in Müller? Well, he has to prove it, so I wouldn't really predict it. I mean, there are certain players I want to see in management. And also, you could just have a damn passion merchant like a Simeone, who, to be fair, has a good footballing. Well, he does have a big brain. He understands tactics. He just doesn't use too many of them. It's just park the bus and have some good vibes. That's it with Simeone. But you can tell he has an intelligent. Yeah, you could just have a passion merchant like Ribéry. Yeah, Ribéry would be such a passion merchant. But there's so many players like that too that would just bring passion. Look at Frank Lampard. You could argue he had a good brain. Not a good manager. Was Klopp a brilliant player? No, but he has a great footballing managerial skill set and a big brain too. Yeah, not many. Was Flick a world-class midfielder? He was Hansi was a usable man, but I wouldn't say he was a world-class midfielder. I wouldn't say he's a legend midfielder. No, none of that. But he is. Look at him as a manager. So I don't think your ability on the pitch or your IQ determine how good you could be as a manager. That's just what I think. So, yeah, the answer to that is we'll see. We'll see what happens with Thomas Mourinho. But I don't see it happening. Guys are trying to kill me here. See, whenever I come to the comments, I just read some weird argument that everyone's having. Why is everyone we're not doctors. We are not doctors. Why are we talking about medicines and contract negotiation with Alaba failed 3 times. I think we'll sell him in January. What do you think? Well, that's crazy. Oh no. If we sell it, oh yeah. I think Bayern are more interested in. Oh, Wilfredo with the $2 super chat. I would turn homo. What's wrong with this guy, man? I'm not reading that. Hey, you need some help, man. You need some help. Oh, hey. Super Bayern, hey, Super Bayern. I need to stop this. All right, but did you see what Thiago Danta's agent said about Flick, the best manager in the world? If he didn't say that, then Thiago Dantas has the best agent. Oh, come on, no Pinis I have. Mino Raiola. I'm surprised Mino Raiola didn't get him. Hey, why are we talking about London? There's that time in this channel. It's the end of the month. Everyone's anxious to get to the new month. Klose will become a good coach for Bayern. Yeah, Miroslav Klose could become a good coach. But again, we have to see it come into fruition. He only did the under-19s. You don't know how he's going to do with the big boys, you know, the big ones, the big powerful boys. We don't know. So what if he's just crap at man managing? That could happen. You know, what if he's Kovac, where he can manage a decent club like Frankfurt? No, a terrible club that I want to get relegated, but a decently sized club, that's the wording for it. Or he could manage, or he could manage that club, Frankfurt, but he can't manage a club like Real Madrid or Bayern or Barcelona, the big ones, right? What if that's the case? There are some managers that genuinely don't have that mentality or the ability in them to manage those big teams. Man, damn, I'm so sexy. All right, no, that's too much. All right, well, thank you everyone so much for tuning in today. It was a good show. I appreciated it. It was definitely interesting talking about Cologne for the most part. Not that we actually talked about them. We literally spent 0 seconds discussing them, but it is what it is. I want Nagelsmann to be Bayern's coach in a few years. Oh, Julian Nagelsmann. He's such a Bayern fan, too. This man talks about Bayern at least once a month just to remind our board that he's a fan. Nagelsmann will manage Bayern. Nagelsmann's kind of like Pep, the opposite of Pep. He's extremely direct. So yeah, no. He will manage Bayern one day because that's his dream. He literally said it's his dream to manage Bayern. This game versus Man United, the reason why this man literally said he wants to show Ole Gunnar Solskjaer because in the 99 final, Bayern lost with Solskjaer scoring the last goal. Nagelsmann wanted to show Solskjaer who was boss. So that's what happened. So why would signed this pre-contract surroundings for next season? Julian Nagelsmann visits Man City training center as fans react in numbers. Wow. I mean that's such a non-story. But Julian Nagelsmann will manage Bayern one day. I don't want him at City. Like not that it would affect him coming to Bayern. You know, let's do what we did with Sane. Hey Sane, go to City for a few years, and then we'll get you. Why do I pay this internet? I literally pay so much money just for you to lag. All right, well, I suppose I get back to what I was saying. So Nagelsmann going to City. Imagine what he'd do with De Bruyne and and Cancelo. Oh, the bombing fullbacks. Yeah. I hope he doesn't go. No, he needs to stay at Leipzig for 2 more years. That's kind of where I'm convinced. If Nagelsmann stays at Leipzig for 2 more years, he can guarantee himself. I don't think this guy rejected Real Madrid like 2 years ago, so I don't think he'll be going to City. Nagelsmann demands Leipzig learn from Man United. Julian Nagelsmann wants to tackle Man United boss. See, that's exactly what I meant, and then he lost. So Pep is going home. Barcelona will probably, or Man City will go for Pochettino. They won't go for Nagelsmann. He's too young. So he should stay at Leipzig for 2 more years. And then, I want to keep Flick. Well, Flick will probably leave Bayern like he'll leave and move on. That's what happened. There's no such thing as 20 years. Flick won't be at Bayern for 20 years. That's a long time. He'll be at Bayern for 5 years or 4 years, and he'll move on and go have fun somewhere else. Because managing one team for a long time would probably get boring, especially in the modern day. Yeah. Nagelsmann got to become the head coach. That's probably the most useless job to improve as a manager. Well, thank you everyone so much for watching. Mia San Mia in peace. You just manage your squad at least. I mean, once every 3 months as a national team manager.